Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age Mythology Replay. Small on the bottom right side is the blue Fuxi. We've got Leonhard. Small on top left side as the red Hades. We got ThunderBR. And since there's still a bit of bugs with the with the Chinese, gotta make sure I have select Hades. When it comes to relics on the map, we do have the Zerang, give walls some health regen. We do have Fetters of Fenrir, which is increased villager attack by 30%. That'll be a good last resort. Either something gone something very wrong or something very right if using that relic. Feathers of Bai Fang. Soldiers do bonus damage versus buildings, which is pretty nice. And the last relic is Dwarven Horseshoes, improving the cavalry speed by 5%. This is also a hybrid map, so there's a number of fishing deposits in the field. And let's see now. I do not know any of the Chinese naval myth units, but Hades does have access to the Skyla. Skyla is no longer with Dionysus, but with Aphrodite. So the Skyla could be a possibility for Hades, to say the least. Curse is pretty decent god power as well. And of course, the sound balancing has been completely butchered. One more fishing deposit there, going for another dock here. Chinese player deploying out some fishing boats as well. I'm assuming there's nothing special about these guys. 50 wood. That's the salmon. And 50 wood. And looks like this guy has not deployed out the Peach Blossom. It's something you want to deploy out immediately to start generating resources, because the longer it's on the field, the more resources generate. So I think there may be oversight there. Got a pretty good patch of walruses here. Hades and Fuxi are both aging on up. Does have access to now lightning weapons. Hades aging up to Athena, gets access to the Minotaur. There's Yazi. The Yazi is a teleporting dragon doggo thing. Red Scout is right here. I wonder if he actually used it. These guys' BR is relatively decent. But I am wondering why he's not pulling out this god power immediately. Red has multiple docks in the field, so he's getting some good amounts of extra civilian count. Do note that it does not count right there. It may actually count up here, 9 military units, 6 military units here, so it may be counting towards the military value? Maybe not. Ajax, Achilles, and Norm the Minotaur pushing way forward. We do now have Naza being put on the field, as well as a Pioneer. Another dock here. Pegasus to pull in the field, and here comes a arrow ship. Dock has 2 fishing boats in there, providing 16 damage, nothing too significant. Go-Meng now being queued up, which will give access to Tao Wu. Audio balance is pretty bad. There's no wall there, so the Pioneer is able to break on through and throw arrows in the dock.
Λέγε.
One Pioneer here, so Ajax and Achilles could try engaging it. And now I got the relic picked on up by Nezal. It is the one gives walls health regen. Nezal is some sort of weird fire here that gets up. Right now it's just a boy. Pioneer taking some weird damage. Minotaur is back on off. There's a fight of heroes. No myth units allowed. Norm does skate about there. Nezal is actually more of a proper hero like these guys. Well, these guys more close to Gobi. Actually, they're probably pretty close. Higher base damage than Priest. Good multiplier, so probably close to Ajax here. We do now got Aphrodite being queued on up. Give access to Nemean Lion and to a Skyla. The Skyla is going to be pretty important right now. If I do make any brief comparisons, looks like Red does have 7 more villagers on the field. Does foods practically equal? Of course, it may not also calculate the Khafus. I know Red has more fishing boats on the field, looks like, but maybe that is relatively accurate. Aeroship taking some damage there. Of course, Blue's now aged on up. Red's age up almost complete, and the Skyla will probably spawn over here. Yep, the Skyla's right there. That should be very effective against these guys. First, deployed out here. Knowing the Minotaur does go down. One unit got cursed. Pioneers can't be cursed. They're heroes. The Skyla. Where did the Skyla go? Skyla's traveling over here. Skyla's going straight for the fishing boats.
Πρόσεχε.
Another Skyla deployed in the field. Skyla should be generating another head relatively soon. And that's how you get head. So it looks like I got triple Skyla on the field. That's quite a bit of Skyla. I don't know if the Chinese player has anything to fight Skyla. Most civilizations don't have any to fight hero myth units at sea. There's only one hero naval unit, and that would be the Argos, available to the Poseidons. We do have a Chiwin, which is a regenerative shield. That yellow bar is its regenerative shield. Huh, looks like they do have a shield icon here as well. That's nice. Got triple Skyla here. Skylas do additional 50% damage versus Smith units. This Chiwin does do ×2. Does move at a rate of 4.4. Skylas move at 5.3, so they're able to outspeed it. Aeroships move at 5.5. So we'll get enough time. This myth unit will go down. But shield does regenerate relatively quickly. Got a decent number of Nemean Lions here. We do have a number of these Javeliers, anti-archers, Dallas Horsemen, frontline infantry units, pioneers, and the level hero thing. You have an age up now being queued on up for blue, going for Gong Gong. He has actually the Queen Long, which is, I believe, the water dragon. One Skyla will go down, so living picked apart. These guys could start hitting some of these airships. This guy spent too much dancing around. Both these Skyla now have 2 heads. That myth unit does go down. Skylas may win out. They do cost 200 gold. Not too terribly expensive in gold. or in total, these arrow ships cost 150 each, but of course favor there don't cost any favor. Right, it's not straightforward. Do now have the forest protectors, friendly buildings, target friendly building with surrounding area with the power of wood. And there's a snare effect. Restoration I utilize, as well as electric blades, and have imbuing stun attacks. So we've got a lot of snares and stuns for blue right now. Villagers repairing the town center. Got the catapults sieging away. Tox phase are not even medium, they're just regular tox phase. We could get heavy. Right, as we need some force here. Nothing engaging these villagers. Another pioneers, and of course got another hero here, the Young Zia. I don't know how to pronounce it. Counts if it does go down. High past this and tox phase push way forward. And hoplites. None of them even medium, all of them basic. Petropolos, no draft force, anything that sort. More heroes being summoned. The Peach Blossom has been recently utilized. I'm curious what's the stockpile at. There has been a number of these Petropoles, but they're going to be focused down. We've got a number of these White Horse Cavalry, which are counter archery units with a special range attack. Chiron falling back, got Achilles here. So these villagers being brought on in as well. I'm not sure what that ability was. Looks like there was a mirror image perhaps utilized on a shade. The amount of range units here, so high passes would be a good idea, but generally, of course, themselves are anti-range unit. More shades being mirror imaged. Not exactly the greatest unit to mirror image. We do have some of these halberdiers that are counter cavalry unit. We also got the fortress now in range, getting some damage. Takes out some of these sages. Alright, so I'm back on another Nemean Lion pulled in the field. And blue's not falling back. I'm curious about that. Yep, firing on 2 per second at 300, so it was a mistake not going for it sooner. My apologies if you heard my drink open up. Sage is trying to heal up these units, so it'll take a little bit of time. Right, does think he's in force, got some true canoes now put on the field. The high passes still be a good idea. More Nemean lines being put on the field, more high passes. They are just medium high passes, no heavy high passes. Some villagers are going down. Right now, blue has a significant more civilian count. So I got some more arrow ships creeping along the sea. And blue's armor slowly being pushed on back. Red does have a good number of high passes in the field. More Javeliers. Be fighting Peltas on a equal footing. Right now, medium Peltas does 6 damage, 1.5 attack speed times 4. Javelier. Here's go. Medium Javelier, 5.5, 3.5, 1.5 attack speed, 17 range. 77 health at heavy, more in the wood department, 85 resources. Peltas are right now 90. And 77 health as well. The Peltas are better than the Javeliers, but only by slightly. But they do cost a little bit more, honestly. 85 versus 90, that's not too much difference, so they're pretty much equal. Heavy range swords now queued on up for blue. He's also aging up to Gong Gong. We'll give him a Quinlong Water Dragon. I think also give him a Great Flood ability. And he's also aging up as well to Artemis, give access to the Chimera and Earthquake. Harbor Paw needs to get these 2 fishing boats inside. Red's now trying to go for another town city here. We've got a military camp and a machine workshop here. Villager does get shanked by a villager. You're now the Levy Bauli soldiers. Is that village there? And that village as well. The number of blues villagers are going down. Quinlong's now available. Does have access to the Great Flood. Great Flood's been summoned. We'll definitely cleave through a good number of those trees. Units will be pour some back. Does take a decent amount of damage there. Restoration, not enough favor for it. There's the fully upgraded Nizha. Quinlong push way forward. A restoration maybe in order to top up these guys' health. Right now, Red does have a large military force to field, a lot less civilians. Out of wood, decent amount of food. Low in gold as well. There's the electric blades there. Takes out the dragon almost immediately. A couple mirror images, one of the Chimera, one of the Median Lion. These guys are oh so wounded. And now there's Earthquake somewhere. Way over here. Nothing too significant, honestly. We'll take up the town center. A number of houses there. Putting blue on severe pop cap. So red has opportunity to push forward. And Devil should eye out for a restoration. Another mirror image of a shade. Iron almost goes down. Iron does go down. Anti-range versus anti-range. You now have the shaft of plague being queued on up, giving poison damage for red. Siege engaging these various infrastructure. Red's lesser economy is causing a bit of problem, but blue's losing a very, very large number of villagers right now, so their economy is going to be evened out pretty quickly. Red does have a good amount of siege, but lacking some other units. Got these forces pushing forward. Heliopoli going on down. Force can provide some defense. We got a number of fire archers, which are anti-structure. Hades could also go for his own counter-structure unit, his unique crossbowman. Got a pair of chimeras in build queue. Shades pushing way forward. Storehouse slowly going down. Over here, we've got some villagers trying to build a fortress. We've got the Kafu engaging. Does have some siege damage. Heavy white tiger horse cavalry here. Fortress almost complete, but already at less than half health. We'll try sending some more speed units up here. Those spots on the far side, repairing it on up. The Kafus are a villager variant, so they're not exactly most resilient versus fortress fire. Just look at the town center here, firing away. Some of these villagers are going down. And these villagers are engaging. Does do a bit of bonus damage versus towers, which I don't know if a fortress classifies a tower. White tiger's going down. And red will script that gold supply. We got that hero there, engaging Chiron. Ajax push way forward. Chimera advancing. Good number of poison damage there from that fell hound. V-hound. Alright, it's just from the poison arrows. The V-hound maybe lose that one relic from that getting that item. And we've now got a tortoise here, the Zhu Wu. Yuan Wu. A super beefy turtle. Heavy white horse cavalry taking out these siege weapons, very nice. Shades do go down there. Of course, got a mirror image shade, which does disintegrate there. Chiron taking out some of these villagers. We're trying to build a silo, but the silo is being blocked by the elk. Now they're building a silo when they need to build their graves. This tortoise looks like having trouble pathing. He's just getting pushed around. Its move speed is 3, so not great. It's literally getting just pushed around everywhere. So it's moving faster than intended. Halberdier is pushing over here. Red's pushing down south. Howdy.
Πρόσεχε.
Harbor taking some damage there. Red's going to push way forward. Red does have army of 120 on the field, which just blue's 107. Both sides are not maxed out civilians. Got some idle villagers here by red, and the chimeras engaging blue's villagers. One of the chimeras did get mirror imaged. Another town center being established by red. Getting increased population gap. He does have the fortified town centers. Champion Peltas engaging. More mirror images being summoned. And the giant turtle does go down. Got some sentinels being put on the field. I don't think sentinels are going to be super useful at the moment. It may have been a bit of a waste of favor. But but it looks like red will win out the fight. Got a force being established here, so good forward fortifications. Some of these villages may be set ablaze. Also got Padromos helping engage the White Tiger Cavalry. More Blue's villagers go on down, and looks like Blue does back of the game now. That's Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to next replay.